Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, back for another YouTube Live, a little bit differently today. Today is, Friday, so I'm here for Fun Friday Live, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm coming live slightly differently today. I've been playing around with some technology so that I can see you, or at least I can't see you. You can see me. You can see my face and not just my hands view. So I'm experimenting with that a little bit today. I hope it works. I'm not quite sure how successful it's going to be, but we'll give it a go. So here I am in my craft room bringing you Fun Friday Live. I'm just going to flip the camera around so you can see what we're going to be working with today. So I've got gorgeous Rustic Harvest papers out on my desk ready to play with. Now, interestingly, I've put this on and I'm streaming it through an app that enables my phone camera to be used as well as my desktop camera to be used, but the colours I've got coming through on these papers are really vibrant on my screen, so I'm not quite sure what you're seeing, but this is crushed curry. It's not anywhere near as vibrant as I'm looking at, but we shall see how we go. And I'm just going to check out on my I have also another screen here so that I can see my live, if I'm live. Let's have a look. Yeah, it says I'm live now. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, I need to mute that. But we should see. Bear with me. Check out on my. I will definitely get more used to doing this as we go. Oh yeah, no, the colours are a lot better when I'm looking on my other screen. So this is good. Right, okay, guys, I'm getting quite excited that I might be able to actually see you on a live. This is amazing. I'm so pleased. So let me know if you're watching. Let me know where you're watching from, what the weather's doing with you, if you've been doing any crafting. Give me a little bit of comments in the chat. I would love to hear from you. And let me know if you're watching. So back to the crafting. I'm going to turn the camera back around so you can have a look at what we're going to do. So it is the autumn equinox today, Friday the 23rd of September, and it's definitely autumnal here in the UK. The weather has changed considerably, the leaves are turning, and it is the autumn equinox. So I pulled out these gorgeous papers. These are called the Rustic Harvest papers, and as you can see, I don't know what your colours are like, but this is actually Cajun Craze. We've got Mossy Meadow, we've got what's this one, Crushed Curry, and they are beautiful. So they've got these muted tones on this side, a little bit of black and white, and then we have got these gorgeous ones on the other. I think these are the right papers. Anyway, I'm pretty sure they are. They've got all the autumn ones on. Now, interestingly, I did a paper share earlier in the catalogue season, so I sent out quarter shares of all of the papers, and I kept a share for myself. Now, I love this because I get a 6x12 sheet of every single piece of the papers, so that's why mine is 6x12. If you order a pack of this, it'll come in 12 sheets of 12x12 double-sided papers. So beautiful. So let's make a card. Let's make a card. And if you're watching, let me know. I picked out some of the colours from the papers. So I've got Cajun Craze, I've got a bit of Crushed Curry, and then I thought I'd go with a card base of Very Vanilla. It's not quite so stark as the white. So I thought we'd go with that. So let me pop these papers down here. Okay. Now, the fun part is to choose. Oh, hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. I'm so glad you joined me. I hope you're feeling okay. Hi, Joanna. Oh, my hair looks nice. Oh, thank you, because you haven't seen me, have you, for so long? If you didn't, we used to watch me on Facebook before. I used to do a Facebook Live. When you're streaming into Facebook, you can use your face camera, and then you can kind of swap around from face forward to back camera. So you can see my face and my hands. So it's been a long time since I've been able to do that. You haven't seen me. Thank you. Lovely of you both to join me. Right, now we are going to choose which papers to use. So as I say, I've got my Very Vanilla card base. Had my nails done. Very autumnal. They're nowhere near as red as it looks on the camera. Let's have a look. So I love this one. It's gorgeous. This one, it's all about the pumpkins. But I think these are the same suite of papers. It's got to be, surely. Yeah. I think I'm going to go for this one with all the different gourds in it. Love it. I used to have an allotment and we used to grow all these fun shaped gourds around Halloween. Absolutely love them. So we're going to go for that. And I think my layer is going to be the Cajun Craze on top of the Very Vanilla. And then I think I'm going to pop my DSP. So designer series papers are perfect for really doing a lot of the work in your card making. And if you get a really bold, beautiful print like this, it can really speak to you, and I love the autumn. So I am going to cut a piece up, and it's non-directional, this paper, as you can see. So I'm just going to take a piece off the end, and I'm going to make it just slightly smaller than my layer. So I'm making it 9.5 centimetres. I tell you what's strange, I'm sat down crafting and normally I stand up. That's an interesting change depending on my my camera view. I think I'm going to take a little bit off this end to make it the right size. So I want it 13.8. Oh no, I'm going to cut that pumpkin. I don't want to do that. 13.8 centimetres. There's quite a lot of glare there, isn't there, over this side, over here. Let me see what happens if I move my light out slightly. That's a little better. I've got a lot of light going on. I'm trying to avoid the shadow as well. Okay, that seems to be okay. Right, okay, here we go. So we'll put this together and we have our card base. You know, the makings of the card. So I'm going to actually stick this layer to this layer because I don't need to do anything else, and I'm going to use my seal for that. It's so weird sitting down to craft. I always stand. I'll probably go back to standing. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go to picture in picture so you can actually see me as well. There we go. How's that? Yeah, I can move this around so I'm not in your way. Okay, so we have got this here going on there, and then we're going to put our layer on there. So am I going to use any ribbon? I'm not sure. So I'm not going to stick it down just for a minute. I don't think I'm going to, but you never know. I might change my mind as I go. So I was thinking, what have I got that's really autumnal that I can set this card off with? Now, I bought some new stamp sets recently, and I bought the Aspen tree dies. They go with there's a stamp set that goes with the bird in a tree. Let me grab the stamp set. It's a bundle and it's gorgeous. Perched in a tree. This gorgeous stamp set goes with this die set, and it's got this beautiful aperture with the trees, a big die there and a branch. Now this branch will cut out this branch stamp. And then you've got this die that will cut out the birds, this one that cuts out flowers, and then you've got these gorgeous leaves that cut out and emboss the veins on them. And there's some really lovely sentiments. It says, I'm here for you, no matter the season, I'm here for you. Let heaven and nature sing, wishing you abundant joy and peace, and your kindness warms my heart. So this could be an all year round stamp set, but I'm also thinking that if you colour this in like a robin, you could definitely make Christmas cards with this. But so I've got this because I'm going to be using it a lot because I love it, and I've seen so many gorgeous samples with it. But when I was making this today, I thought I'm going to use these two dies. These beautiful leaf dies. Aren't they stunning? They are gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Shaz. That's very kind of you. Thanks for joining me as well. Good morning, Sherry. I'm so glad you're here. So, okay, so that's the Aspen dies, and I'm using the leaves. Now, I've already cut them out to save me faffing about. So what I did was, before I came on, I cut some of these leaves out. Let me just bring some of this out so you can see where we are at. I just cut some of these up. Now, I just did a random lot. So there's 2 dies and I just did a random load. So I also picked out some of the brushed metallic cardstock. Yeah, now I've got a feeling this is in our Thursday weekly deals and it's got a discount on it at the moment, the brushed metallic cardstock. I have a feeling, tell me if I'm wrong. But if it is, it'll be worth popping in your basket at a discount. And it comes in 3 or 4 different colours. So you have gold and you have copper and different metallic colours. So I cut some of the leaves out with that. And then I just took the colours from the cardstock, which is in the paper. So we've got this Cajun Craze, we've got some fresh curry and a little bit of mossy meadow. And what I did was I just went into my little stash of stashed offcuts and cut my leaves out. Great for using up scraps. Okay, that's what I did with that. So I'm not actually using the stamp set. I just wanted to show you it if you wanted it to get it. If you want to get it as a bundle, you get 10% off. So if you ordered the dies and didn't order the stamps and then wanted them, you would be missing out on the discount. So okay, so we've got that, and then I wanted to just choose a couple of these gorgeous leaves. And I just got to decide which ones I want to pop on the front. And I really like these warm tones, so I think I'm going to go for that. I'm really concerned about the colours, and I don't know if it's my camera and what you're seeing. Some of you ladies will definitely know what these colours are meant to look like. Can you tell me, are they super vibrant or do they look right? Because to me they are super vibrant and I may need to adjust something. Okay, so the next step is, what sentiment am I going to use on this lovely card? Well, I wanted to send a wishing you everything wonderful card because I have a friend with an anniversary and I didn't have a classic happy anniversary stamp. Can you believe it? So I picked out the charming sentiment stamp set. For this particular card. Now this is a great stash stamp set because it's got a thank you, it's got congratulations, it's got new baby, it's got good luck, fantastic news, it's got a hey there, it's got a just for you, it's got everything you want. I mean, I could have put congratulations on your anniversary there, couldn't I? I might put congratulations on the front and then wishing you everything wonderful inside. So this is a great stash stamp set and it comes with an amazing die set. If any of you know me, you'll know that I loved fussy cut my sentiments out. It's not the cutting out that I love so much, although I have no problem with that. But it's the finished thing. That's how I like it to look. So when they brought this sentiment set out that goes with this stamp set, yeah, as a bundle, I was very pleased. So this one, I believe, goes on that one, wishing you everything wonderful. So I'm going to put that one back in because I'm not going to use that one. But yeah, so if you want to have a really good sentiment set to go in your stash, this is the perfect one, I would say. I didn't get the Rustic Harvest stamps and dies. I just don't have them. I do have the papers. So for me, this is an ideal stamp set to go along with things when I'm just looking for that particular sentiment that I want. So what did I say I was going to use? Congratulations. Congratulations. I better not sing. It's not a good thing, is it? Oh, it's vibrant. It is vibrant. I'm not sure if it should be that vibrant, Shaz. Thank you for letting me know. So, congratulations. Let's put that back there. I've got my coffee. I hope you have yours. So I'll grab this one. Is this piece big enough? Yeah, I've got a scrap of very vanilla cardstock. I need a block. Let's grab the one I already had out that I put everything wonderful on. Let's put that on there, and I decided to go with, I couldn't decide which colour ink I would go with. Would it be Mossy Meadow, Cajun Craze, or Crushed Curry? So I think I went with Cajun Craze when I was deciding my card. So let's go. The trick is I've got to keep saying hello to you because I've got you up there and I can say hello. Right. It's not on there very well, is it? Let's do that again. Okay, let's grab a scrap of paper because I haven't put my stamp on very well, and I'll give you a tip. So if you have a photopolymer stamp like this and you stick it on your block, it's very easy to stick it on your block and it might be a bit bent, and then obviously you have a curved stamp. It's not what you want. So pop it onto your scrap paper or grid paper, let it find its own shape because that will be straight, and then pick it up rather than trying to place it onto the block, and then it will be straight. There we are. I'm going to ink it up. Pop it in here, and then I've just got to find the die that it goes with. Let's have a look. So, let's have a look. Congratulations. So I'm meeting somebody for coffee this afternoon. That's the wrong die. And I'm going to take this card along with me. How nice is that? Freshly made. So which one is it? It could be any of these. There's a lot of dies in this set, which is lovely because not only are there a lot of words, but there's all these like little other shapes that you can use too. So, are you the one? I don't know. No. Unless it's upside down. Does anyone know which one it is? That looks like it's got too many lumps and bumps on it. It's got to be one long word one, so I think it's this one. Yeah, that's it. We've got it, by golly. Okay, I'm going to just cut this one out. Won't be a second. I'm going to grab my machine, which is right behind me. Okay. I could use my mini boss, couldn't I? This is fine now. So tell me what the weather is like with you. You know me, I love to know. It's kind of warm, funnily enough here. Warm but autumnal. It's probably about 20 degrees. Which in the UK is warm. Okay, so congratulations. You're going to go on here. Kind of work out what we're going to do with it. I want to sit down again. I've realised why I'm sitting down to craft because I've completely changed my camera setup and it would just block my view if I was stood up. That'll be alright. Right, okay, so let's put this on here. I'm not sure. Excuse me. You don't even need leaves on it. It's such a pretty paper, isn't it? I think I'm just going to go for it. But they do look like they're floating. I'm going to try one thing, so do bear with me. I'm going to grab a piece of the crushed cherry scrap. I'm going to take, stamp it again and see what it would look like on there, but I think I'm going to stick with what I've got. But I'm just going to look. I like that. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. Now, did I put the dye away? No. Good. You don't want to sit there for another 5 minutes while I find it. Right. I like a little bit of washi tape on my little dies because it helps keep them in place really well, but it doesn't do any damage. Right, here we go. Let's do this. So yeah, we have our Thursday weekly deals. This is the last one. They're just for September. And we had a new set of deals every single Thursday, and they run until Wednesday evening. So yeah, we're on our last week of those. So check those out in my online shop. Oh yeah, for some reason I really like that. I don't know why. Is it because it goes really well with the crushed curry leaf or paper? Let's just switch that out. Yeah, no, it goes really well with that leaf. So we are going to go for that. I'm not putting any ribbon on. I grabbed out a little scrap of ribbon. Where did I put it? Because I was thinking of using it. Here it is. I was thinking of possibly using some of this gorgeous ribbon because it's kind of that autumnal feel to it, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think it goes with the sentiment of the card really. It's more of a harvest thankful kind of ribbon. Right, okay, let's stick it all down. My snail, my seal running well. Only 3 degrees there, Sherry. Oh my goodness. I wasn't up too early today. So I'm not quite sure how cold it was. When I went out on the school run, it was about 8:30 and it was very warm by then. It was, I don't know, about 15, I think. It's 18 in Cambridge, but cloudy and nice to see some rain after months of none. I love the sentiment on the crushed curry too. I'm glad you agree, Sherry. Thank you. Yeah, it's we've had quite a lot of rain lately. Joanna, we had none, obviously, for such a long time, and where we are, we have a hosepipe ban, you know, because we had all that hot weather right through the end of August. But we've had a fair bit on and off throughout this month, and it was raining when I got up this morning, and it's due to rain again any minute. Okay, so I'm going to glue these on too. So yeah, the garden and the rivers definitely need the rain, but I just hope it doesn't rain constantly. I'm trying to use the last of this kind of semi-warm weather to dry washing. But we'll see. Okay, so I think I'm going to pop them up on sticky foam pads. I've got some little ones and I've got some large ones. It was 27 the day before. Crazy temperatures. I know. They can't make up their minds, can they? So I think I'll stick this one up. But it does feel autumnal, and I love. Do you craft to the seasons? I have noticed that I definitely craft to the seasons. So that might be something I change up a bit this year, I have to say, because I've noticed I'm definitely stick to autumn stuff and autumn colours and things like that, and then winter is the same, but maybe a case of doing some more bright stuff in the winter. Yeah, let's do it that way around. Oh, I haven't decided what's going inside. Oh yes, I did. Yes, I did. I forgot. So, yeah, I can see all your comments on here, which is really useful. It'll be interesting to play the video back and see how it comes out. I hope it's okay. So, I have a little bit of small ones. So do you ladies, if you're watching me live or if you watch on replay, do you like using designer series paper on your card making? I would like to know how popular it is. I love a bit of DSP. And if you do, or if you have got any from any of the current, either of the current catalogues right now, please tell me in the comments, what is your favourite one? I would struggle to choose my favourite. There are so many. We have so many really beautiful papers this time. I don't know. There are some gorgeous ones. This one's really pretty. Sun Prince is gorgeous. What else is there? So many. Abigail Rose is stunning. There's a lot of autumn Christmassy ones. The gnomes are beautiful. Oh. What else are there? You're refusing to turn the heating on until October, Sherry. I am as well. So I have a dear friend. She's actually in my Stampin' Up team. Her name is Carol, but we've been friends for years and years. She's an amazing card maker, but she's a multi-talented lady, and she knitted me a pair of wool socks, really beautiful wool socks for my birthday, and I have been wearing those to keep my feet warm. There is nothing like a pair of wool socks. Oh, honestly, I know. My son just came in with the cat. I think he wanted to just bring her in and show me how cute she looks because butter wouldn't melt. Right, there is one thing, that's what I'm looking for. I did put on my desk some of the champagne rhinestones. Where are they? I will find them. Let's just stand up and have a little look and see. Champagne rhinestones, you are hiding from me. Don't know where I put those. Oh, right here, so that I wouldn't lose them, honestly. Right, where is my little tool? Here it is. We're going to put some of these on. So I did think about I've run out of the metallic dots. I use those on these kind of cards because they really work with these metallics and they look so beautiful. So I picked out my basic rhinestone jewels, so I thought a little bit of sparkle would look lovely. But then I spied my champagne ones, and these got a bit of a goldy pinky hint to them. So they will tone in and not be so stark. And I thought they would work very well, so that's why I chose those. One on the leaf, one there. It's always like dew, isn't it? And one down here. I might put another one here. I might go mad. I like an odd number, but I do tend to use just about 3 normally. But let's just take it up a notch. Why not? Why not? Okay, so let's put those back where I put them so I didn't lose them. Okay, and then inside I was going to stamp something else. Do you have a chamois? Do you have? I bet it's not as bad as mine. Okay, so this is the Stampin' Up stamp cleaning chamois. And you basically keep them moist and it takes off all the ink from your stamps. And they start off this beautiful lilac colour, but they very quickly turn into this. Now if you put them in the washing machine, it'll wash nicely, but you'll still end up with staining. We don't care about the staining. That's the whole point, is it takes the ink off the stamp and onto here. And they are marvellous. What a word. But they are absolutely marvellous. I love my chamois. Right, okay, so I am going for Occasion Craze again. Wishing you everything wonderful. Here we go. Yeah, definitely need to sort the colours out on mine. on this. I don't know if it's to do with the streaming software I'm using. I'm going to take this light out as well. That doesn't seem to make any difference. There's definitely a lot of white light going on there. Right, wishing you everything wonderful. There we go. And that's our card. That's our first card. I might make another quick one. But yeah, so here we are. Congratulations. Wishing you everything wonderful. A really simple card to put together. I did use dies, but you can put any embellishment that you want on the front of your card if you use these lovely papers. And whatever sentiment suits your occasion. And you don't have to have these stamps and dies. You use whatever you like. Use a label die or just cut it out with your trimmer to make a rectangle around your stamped sentiment. Yeah, you can grab the cardstock that matches all the designer series papers, and if you look in the catalogue, it lists exactly what the colours are in the papers, and you can get your cardstock to match, and it does all the work for you. So that's our first one, and I'm going to make another quick one. Such a simple card, and it looks so much better in the flesh for some reason than the colours on my camera. So I've got another card base in vanilla. I'm going to grab out more of these gorgeous papers. Let's have a look. There's the one that we just used. There's the one that these look like chrysanthemums to me. How beautiful are they? It reminds me of my grandma. When we were children, or when we were growing up, she would be popping into the chapel every Sunday to do the flowers for the service, and for some reason I always remember her using chrysanthemums, and they smelled amazing. The pumpkins, I love these, and I think I'm going to go for this one because it's quite striking. And these are beautiful as well, aren't they? Ooh, what to go for. Right, let's have a quick look at what we've got. So we've got this one, we've got this one. I've got a little bit more of this here. So I think I'm going to use this. This is what I'm going to do. Let's move these to the side. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to grab in. You love the leaves. And oh, you love the Wonderful World Designer Series paper. Now I've forgotten which that one is, Hazel. Good morning to you, and thank you for joining me. You have a lot of DSB, Joanna. Yeah, I do too. But it's very useful, isn't it? Hazel, morning. And you love your chamois. I love my chamois as well. The Wonderful World Designer Series paper. Now, I can't remember which one that is. I'm going to have to remember which one is the Wonderful World. Yeah, papers that evoke memories, like those chrysanthemums. Love that. Love that. I know. Oh, bless her. She lived till she was 97, my grandma did. Bless her heart. Right, so I'm putting my layer on. It's going to 14.3, which fits my nice regular C6 card base, which is here. And then I'm very tempted with both of these. Right, let me think about this. I'm not going to be on here all day, don't worry. Also, I have to be very aware that doing my stream like this completely drains my camera battery. And it's a very old one as it is. And in 2 weeks' time, I'm getting a new one because it's very overdue. Just looking for some dies. So it will improve. I'm just going to hope that it doesn't die halfway through the stream because I can't charge it whilst I am streaming. Right. Let's have a look. I've got my rectangle stitch dies. Let's have a little look and see about the shapes in here. How old are these? And they're still current and very strong. And I use them constantly. Right, let's have a look. So, I'll do this. How big are these? These are quite large. And then this one's, oh, I've got one missing here. It must be in my project box. That's probably the one that I'm looking for because that is too long. Yeah, there's one missing in my project box. Where Are You, Die? Could be a song. Yeah, I have a box I keep ongoing projects in. I think it's in there. No, this is too large. Yeah, but this one might work. I'm going to go with this one. Let's go with that and just give it a go. Right. Right, I'm going to cut a few of these out with this paper. So let's do that. Let's grab my scissors. But I don't want to take too long. So I'm going to cut this up the middle. Don't be scared to cut your designer series paper, ladies. Don't be scared to use it. I can guarantee you that when you've kept and stroked all your lovely paper and you've put it away, and then in about 6 months or even, no, probably a bit longer, about a year's time, you go back to it, you'll wish you'd used it because it will be out of date and you'll be like, oh, I really love that paper, but why don't I love it quite so much anymore? It's because trends change. And your, oops, sorry, that's the camera. Your tastes change, what you like changes, and then, yeah, and then of course you wish you'd used it. And also, I also feel that I don't want to buy new paper when I have so much of the old because it doesn't feel like, it feels like such a waste. But if you use your paper and make something gorgeous out of it, you can always buy that new gorgeous paper that you've had your eye on. That's my advice. Oh gosh, that's making a funny noise today, my Stampin' cut and emboss machine. So I have got 3. I'm not sure how many I need. So let's take my piece here. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. I reckon I can fit another 2 on. So if I move these out of the way, I'm going to do the same here, but I'm going to use this one. Yeah. None of this paper is particularly directional, so think about that and think about the size of the pattern. Now I'm going to tape this one down because it is straight, this design, if that makes sense to you. So whilst it's not directional, it has yeah, if I do it wonky, well, the whole pattern will look wonky. So there's one. This is good if you had small scraps of DSP as well, because we always have loads of those, don't we? Loads of those left over, especially if we make a box or something like that. Right, last one. Oh dear. Okay. There we go. So let's leave that there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see where we're at. Okay, so we have got these gorgeous colours. And I am thinking, I love the stitching on these rectangle dies. It really shows up. So I'm thinking of doing this kind of idea with my leaves. Like this. And I might actually just reduce the size of this again. So I took it down by 0.5 centimetre for my layer size. I think I'm going to take it down slightly more. By another 1/2 centimetre, so it's 10. So we're going to make it by 9.5. And then it was 14.3, so we'll make it 13.8. There we are. I think that was 13.8. We'll soon find out. I'm not sure, that piece looks a lot bigger. No, I made it into 13.3, didn't I? Okay, let's make that 9. I could see myself doing that then. Right, okay. So this should work for the size that we've got. I might even put another crushed curry layer, because I think that would look so nice. But will all of these fit on? I think they will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! And I have some crushed curry, so let's have a little look and see if it fits. See if it works. So I've got this one. Is this the right size? No, that's slightly smaller. I was hoping to make that one behind it. Right, I've got more in here. I've got lots of scraps of this card. Okay. Oh, the free paper from Celebration. Oh, yes. The Wonderful World. Oh, my goodness, with all the printed flowers on it. I remember now. Yeah, thank you, Hazel and Sherry. I'd forgotten about the name of that paper. That was so beautiful, wasn't it? So that one is, so this is going to be 9.5. So let's have a look. That's a bit shabby. Yes, I remember. I have still got that paper. It's so beautiful. Just cut this the rice. I don't know what I was doing there at that end. Let's just take this. What was that? I made it 13.8 and I want to make it 9.5. I'm going to take it slightly over because I have a not very clean cut on that side. Now I can tidy it up. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. Have I cut this to size? Because I'm a bit scatty today, I would say. Scatty is the word. Yours. We've got it. By golly, we've got it. So very simply, by using my rectangle. Oh, yeah, I definitely got a low battery. Does that come up for you? Well, I don't know how to get rid of that. Can't do it on there. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so let's move this over and up. Okay, so here we are. Right, so by just using my rectangle, stitch rectangle dies, I've got this gorgeous thing here, and we can make a really simple card. But if you don't have the dies, you can just cut out rectangles. It will work just as well. So I'm going to glue these layers together, and I'm going to crack on before we lose power completely. So that would be a bit of a nuisance, wouldn't it? Okay, so I've got that one on there. And I'm going to use this piece to work on. Oh, look at the other side. The other side is so pretty. It's got all those hazelnuts. And the other side of that one is also gorgeous. It's got the Cajun Craze pattern. So I could do hazelnuts, but I'm really liking the striking yellow, the crushed curry and the flower, the leaves. So that's what we're going with. I'm going to do it this way, like so. That way. Okay, so I'm literally, to make it central, I'm going to glue down my middle one first, and I am doing it by eye. So to make sure I've got it pretty straight, I'm going to do the middle. So you start from one end and you work too far, say from the left, and you end up with one big gap at one end, it would not work. So just place them down how you want them to look. A nice gap in the middle. And yeah, I'm going to glue them down flat. You could pop sticky foam pads behind them, but I'm going flat for mine. Like that. And then either side. If I do it on my grid paper, which is always useful, I can make sure it's stuck straight. And the good thing about this seal, it's not a repositionable glue, but if you don't stick it down too hard the first time, you can sometimes peel it up if you are lucky, if you need to. Let's work back. They do pop, don't they? Do you know, I haven't used these colours really all summer. I might have used a little bit of crushed curry, but hardly anything. And it's funny, isn't it, how your tastes change as soon as the seasons change. And I know that with my, oops, oh yeah, that's fine. With my Christmas crafting, I am definitely into the reds, you know, and the greens, and also the light blues, and the silvers and the golds, and even sometimes the light pinks. There, so we've got that on there, and now I did it flat because I think I'm going to raise the whole thing up on the back with my foam pads. I could do with some of the foam sheets, really. That would have worked better than the individual dimensional backs, but that'll be fine. Let's take those off. Here we go, here we go. So, 2 simple ways to create a card with any of your designer series paper that you've got in your stash. Any of them. I would love to challenge you guys to make a card with your DSP. Any DSP, and pop it in our, if you use, as long as it's Stampin' Up, doesn't matter if it's retired, pop it in my Inkstampshare Your Craft Facebook group. I would love to see how you used your designer series papers. Alright, do I use a few more of these leaves on here to finish it off? Should I? I don't know. It's going to kind of cover up a lot of this design by doing that. I don't know. I do love them though, those leaves from this die set are so pretty. I think that one's too big. I think we might do this, just like that. Pop it on just to give it a little bit of something. And then I think I might just do a really simple sentiment on the front. I'm just going to say, just for you, and I'm going to pop it there. I think that will be a really simple little sentiment there. And so you can use a card for whatever you'd like it to be. So just for you, and I'm going to do that again on a scrap of the fresh curry. And I'll stamp it in Cajun Craze. It would be nice also in the vanilla, you could stamp it in Mossy Meadow. That that would work nice too. So just for you here, or black and white or something. Right, where are you, die? Where are you? I've got to remember which one it is. Is it you? Yes, it is. It looks really hard to choose, but actually when you look at them, it kind of does jump out at you which is the right one to use, so don't worry about that. Okay, I've got my washi tape. Pop a bit of that in. Just for you. I was very tempted to heat emboss this in gold to match this leaf. And if I wasn't, if the video hadn't already been super long, then I might well have done that. So that's an idea. I'm gonna stand up to do this one. Let's have a look at where we place this actually, because depending on where it is on the paper is how well it pops. So I'm thinking we pop it down here. Like this. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I haven't got any other green on there, have I? But I don't think that really matters. Okay, so let's do this. I am going to glue this one down first. This will go next. Could always add something else mossy meadow on there if you wanted. It's going to go on. Just for you here. And I think I'm going to leave the inside of the card blank because then I can use it for any occasion I want when I need it. Do you do that? Do you ever make a card but you don't necessarily put the sentiment inside? Because I sometimes do that, because then you've got your card ready to send to someone that you're thinking of. Shaz, you needed an energy injection today, and these colours are just the job. I'm so glad. They look, I have to say though, they look really garish on my screen, and they're not at all. Very elegant. Thank you very much. The curry layer does set it off. So here we go. Let's put that on there just for you. And if I bring it over, it sits on this black and white piece more, and it really pops. And you've got it there. I might bring it up a little bit though. I'm going to pull off my leaves. I might pop some of those rhinestones on there again to finish it off. There we are, just for you, like so. Just for you. Okay, rhinestones, I know where you are this time because I put you safe. And let's put some on there. And just mix it a little bit. Gives it a little bit of something, something. Just for you. Lovely. Okay, so that's the second card completed using the Rustic Harvest Designer Series paper. I hope you love it. I really love this paper. It's so pretty. And that's a great thing about getting a paper share. So I always do when the new catalogue comes out. If you're interested in a paper share, it means that you don't end up with tons of it. But you have enough to play with and you have enough to make things with. And then if you really, really like the paper, you can always buy a full pack if you wanted to. Yeah, that's not quite straight. I'm going to pull it up. There, that's better. That's better. It was just slightly off. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my fun Friday on the autumn equinox and playing with the Rustic Harvest papers. They're very autumnal. And thank you for joining me. Let's put those down and start fiddling with them. Thank you for joining me, those of you that have joined me live. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you are joining me on the replay, do let me know that you're watching from Tomorrowland. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you like using designer series papers on your cards, I'd like to know. You can find all the products that I use for my lives, my videos and all my projects in my online shop at katebolt.stampinup.net. And lots more inspiration over on my website, Inkstampshare.ink. So pop over there to have a look and you'll find all the links for everything. You can subscribe to my newsletters, you can find my shop, you can find lots of inspiration over there. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next Tuesday morning for coffee and cards. And I'm looking forward to see you then. I'll be here live on YouTube at 1 PM on Tuesday morning. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click the little bell down below for notifications of future videos. And do give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. It helps me lots and lots. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.